Alright, what's up? This is going to be about the media and how it blackmails our presidents and politicians, just like right out there in the open. It blackmails them sexually and probably other ways too, but apparently these degenerates, like, they love sexuality, as long as it's degenerate only, and it seems to be their main tool. And apparently people who are suckers and worship money are fucking whores and sluts. So a lot of these men, although I can't say many men are actually whores, most of them are just sluts. Most of them have to pay for it. But many of these men can fall for this trap quite easily. And I hate to give something to Trump, but at the same time I gave this to Clinton. I mean, I'm not saying they aren't still the same people, and their bloodlines of their children probably expose their actual bloodlines that they're hiding, but really, they do seem to, I don't know, it seems they like blackmail each other, to keep each other in check. It's like, which one, like, I'm gonna blackmail my mom today. Damn it, she woke up 3 hours before me. She's already blackmailing me. I can't do it today. It's kind of what's like going on. Like, at the top, they're all fighting each other. Yeah, I don't even know if that's like a stage show where they fight each other most of the time. I think as long as they keep it in the family, they don't care, and they can just keep fighting. And that's the way it is. Like, as long as they don't name the Jews, they can just, the show goes on. No one's like, hey, look at the man behind the curtain there. So, what we've had the last few weeks, Daniel Pratt pointed this out, because, I don't watch TV and never have. And obviously that means I never will. Like, maybe when I was a kid, watch some good quality programming when it existed. And really, as a kid, I didn't give a shit about good quality programming. This is all there was. Then there's Max Headroom and HBO starting to come out at that time. So I actually, Howard the Duck, I actually like that stuff better than the normal TV. Not that it's any different just because it's Hollywood TV versus ABC, NBC, CBS. But, I outgrew all that eventually, probably because I watched it all. No insult to people still watching TV, but I probably watched everything, and I probably, read so many books. It's really hard to invent a story I haven't read already. So, I don't watch that, but I never watch the news because it's just always weird. There's always something about the news. It just seemed like boring old people stuff, and then as I got smarter, it seemed like predatory stuff, and then as I actually got educated on it, it was obvious it's predatory. And I mean, the more we discuss it, the more predatory we notice it is. Is there any use other than them preying on people? I don't know. I wonder often if those local pundits aren't you know, scumbags, you know, knowing what they're doing. I don't see how they're not. It's hard to find stupid people. You can dress a monkey in a suit and you can have an organ grinder carried around on a leash, but it can't articulate as well as some of these pundits do. Not saying many of these pundits articulate well, but in Ben Swann's case, he seems to articulate quite well, but you know, he's still being paid by the Jews, and he's still not naming them, and he's still like going along with their narrative. But I'm discussing even the lower ones. Now, Ben Swann is a lower one, supposedly. You know, he comes from south of here, not too far, and you know, he just grows up through, you know, through discussing this stuff, libertarian stuff, which is a Talmudic cult, apparently, because it's ran by them, and it's led in the direction it needs to be led for the show to go on. So we have these pundits who are probably the same people, right? They're at least taking money, you know, from these synagogue of Satan, and then they're at least regurgitating the line, propaganda lines. I mean, hell, even in my city, they're talking about shutting down fake news. Like, obviously, they're doing this nationwide. They want to shut down fake news, and fake news is any news that says they're fake news. Any news that opposes them, it says, you know, you have to have the government kick in your door and shut you down if you question them. So they're all in on that, but they work together on the same stuff too. Like, let's start Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton, you know, okay, I was kind of on a topic. I was talking about Daniel Pratt telling me about Stormy Daniels, and then that today I just got thrown in my face another new whore. I shouldn't call her a whore, because she probably fucked Trump for free, so that just makes her a slut. Even though she whored for Playboy, she probably did fuck Trump for free, so that just, at this point, that just makes her a free slut, trying to, you know, suck some rich guy's dick to get cash. And, you know, obviously that's what Stormy Daniels' family is all about. They're about sucking rich guys' dicks to get their cash. That's literally their job. You can't deny it. The only people in denial of that fact, liberal, Republican, doesn't matter, libertarian, commie, Nazi, doesn't matter. Anyone denies that, they're definitely an idiot, or they're really deceived. But they're probably just trying to deceive you. That's probably what it is. They just want to be a liberal and attack Trump. And, you know, I'm all for attacking Trump. Everyone knows that. But this ain't about attacking Trump. This is about, I feel this is about them working together, you know, to cover up actual news stories. Like, you guys just started mass murdering the Syrians again. Okay. So yeah, let's just act like you can do that and no one cares. Like, and then the rest of the world will follow as long as you don't discuss it and they sweep it under the rug. And the rest of the world will move on to the next crime America commits next week. There's some sort of fabricated opiate crisis bullshit where they're just trying to euthanize fucking people who use heroin and stuff like that, or need pain medication. Because obviously if you need pain medication, you're a bad eugenics. You're bad for eugenics because you're like a cripple or something and you're disabled. So, got to get rid of you. You're going to have to move on to the next deception. And I'm sure that's what's coming right back up is the opiate deception. You got the opiate summit coming up and all that. But right now, they've got to come up with a quick way to cover up that America's just slaughtering more people in the Middle East for their 100-year ongoing terror spree. And they need to cover that up. So they come out with sluts. The media always comes out with sluts constantly. When they want to brainwash you, they got sluts coming out. They got Snowden's whore was a slut who you know, was posing nude and wanted her pics all over the fucking, they wanted her pics all over because she was a Jew. So she's part of the program. Obviously, Snowden's part of the program. They wouldn't put him out there if he wasn't part of it. And they definitely wouldn't have associated tits with him if they didn't want you to worship him. Because that's instant brainwashing and approval of men when you put a naked slut. Sorry, this one, we haven't proved that she was actually selling her body. She was just giving it away for free for propaganda. Maybe she was paid for it behind the scenes. One doubt it. But anyways, you got whatever the new one is, Karen McDonald or some shit. A Playboy. There's her too with Trump. And it's like, why are we supposed to feel pity for sluts? When did this happen that white males are such betas that they worship sluts? Let me tell you, I don't hang out with men like that. I understand that probably exists. That's probably some of the men who like the women I know even will punch in the stomach. And like just for talking, just for saying, hi, how you doing today? Hell, they'll go hang out with them and then they'll start talking and then they'll punch them in the stomach. It's like, okay. And I like, never judge people I've seen act like that. Never try to judge. But I eventually came to a theory that these people must be like, these bullies must be like some sort of societal control mechanism and they just punch idiots and the idiot fucking listens up. And I really think that's kind of what happens there. But I'm talking about these beta cucks that even their women punch in the stomach and shit. And you're like, shut the fuck up, you idiot. And like, the alpha males do the same. They'll do the same thing. Push them and punch them and shit. I mean, when they say stupid shit, it seems uncalled for until you learn that, there's a lot of stupid people saying a lot of stupid things. And maybe someone does need a good punch in the mouth to shut the fuck up sometimes. And I mean, here, who the hell? I'm not even sure who should get punched in the mouth, because which beta cuck thinks it's important to discuss sluts that have tried to whore themselves to Trump? Like, clearly, if you're a slut sucking Trump's dick, you're trying to be a whore. You're trying to use your body to get Trump's cash. This is like an 80-year-old man or some shit. Nicknamed Dotard. Nicknamed the Orange Guy. AKA my toupee looks like a fucking corn husk. No woman's getting with him because they're waiting for this bright future. It's a bright future with Trump. They're fucking gold digger sluts. And when he doesn't that's one reason, that's like why he's ordering mail order brides not from America, because these American sluts aren't even like quality enough to be whores. At least a whore can sell her body and put a value on it. But the slut in America, it's just like, she just wants to whine for attention. Society should take care of her after she's used up all her holes and got to the age where no one wants her holes or use up holes anymore. Wow. We should cry for them for a minute. Here, let's take a 5-second break to cry for the sluts in America. Ah! Ah! Oh, Mrs. Sluts. Okay, we cried for them. That's all the silence we need in the world ever again for sluts. We can remember this 5 seconds is the 5 seconds, the universal 5 seconds of crying for sluts for all eternity. There, sluts, I've done it for you. Welcome into the land of humanity. No. Okay. So these sluts are not important. Monica Lewinsky was not important. She was a slut. She's not hanging out with the fucking president because she thinks she's intelligent and capable. She's a fucking Mossad agent, and she's a fucking slut. That's her job. Be Purim type, honeypot type Mossad agent. So you have all this bullshit. They're talking about it constantly. And they want you to talk about sluts and think about sluts and look at the porn. Look up Stormy Daniels getting fucked rather than like talk about something intelligent, which, I mean, there's plenty of shit you can get Trump on. You don't need to talk about stupid sluts. And the stupid sluts are part of it too. I mean, you can tell. I mean, they're whores, dude. Of course they're trying to suck his dick for money. When they don't get his money, they're like, I didn't get the money. I didn't get paid for the blowjob. Oh, now I'm a cheap whore. Fucking, I used to be so high quality when I wasn't 60 years old anymore. I used to make so much money when I was 16 and selling my ass to all those old men. But now I don't get nothing. I hate you, Trump. I need your money. I suck your dick. So, these bitches aren't important. You know, it doesn't matter if it's Trump, if it's Clinton. A bitch, or JFK, a bitch ain't important. And let me tell you, JFK, we already linked his bitch to marrying a Jew. I mean, that's like the epitome of a whore right there. She's going after money motherfuckers and motherfuckers with power, using her pussy to get it. And it's like, okay, what the fuck ever. But, you know, like, even that by itself is not like an issue worth discussing, but the fact that these ones are like using them to attack our presidents, blackmail our presidents, and they get away with it. It's a different thing. It's a whole nother level of criminality and traitorism. And fucking, I think that, I often think that the presidents are in on it, especially Trump, because his whole family is them, and everything he does is for them. And it just helps to protect him to discuss this useless stuff. It helps to protect him to discuss sluts, useless slut topics. Like, what the hell is this slut topic going to do? Oh, George Washington fucked a hoe. Oh, no one cares, right? No one cares. Does his wife care? His wife probably fucking, you know, Trump's wife is probably like, yeah, how come I'm not fucking him? And what? How could he fuck someone else if I was fucking him? Obviously I wasn't, you know? Like, that's the only thing their wives think. And who cares about their wives? We're not electing their wives. We're not I mean, how many of these people are just fucking whores themselves? Where is Trump buying mail order brides from? Quality females are us? No. Fucking whoreorder.com. Okay? I mean, they don't care. His whores don't care. He cheated on them. It's like, he bought them. That's the only reason they're hanging out with them. Fucking, and it doesn't matter. It's compared to everything else he's doing, killing all the Syrians, you know, lying to all his people, being part of this synagogue of Satan bloodline behind the scenes. You know, everything is more important than these stupid sluts. And the media is continually using the sluts for attention. Like when they have the slut leak photo fest. When pop stars have leaked photos, they don't have leaked fucking nude photos. They work for the Hollywood media, NBC, ABC, CBS, his bosses, and they become irrelevant, and then the Hollywood media leaks nude pictures of them, and then tells you all about it, so you go look at them, and you get all excited, all Mariah Carey's fucking nipples showing in these leaked photos, and all this shit, and then you're right back to worshiping the same has-beens that they had you worshiping before. You know, they're not leaking, like, you know, some proper photos. If they were leaking, like, stolen photos, they'd get sued. These stars love that shit, and it's not even them. I bet you their managers come up. You know, some Jew manager from Hollywood comes up to his clients, you know, all of them, all the top ones, and probably asks them once a year, like, hey, do you want your photos leaked? And, you know, if they feel they don't need to devalue themselves that much, they don't do it. But if they feel they're becoming irrelevant and they need some cash, sure, let's leak some photos. And then they're like, oh, leaked the nude photos? I can't believe the people I work for are telling you about my nude photos. Who leaked them? Who knows? Well, I know who fucking leaked them. I know who told me about them. It was your bosses in Hollywood. So you do this shit over and over. I swear, I can document like 10 times a year where I've seen it, and I don't even watch this shit. I just get clued in on it by others. Or the media forces its way into my face. And they want to talk about this whoredom all the time, and they want to at the same time is trapping male minds and shit. And they want to promote females as all being these used up sluts. And it's like, I'm not saying there was ever like some pure fucking continent, a pure nation, but there's definitely first world nations don't like praise such people. We don't like put them on pedestal like, oh, you're a porn star. Let's fucking, you're the greatest person on earth, obviously, because that's a hard job bending over and letting someone stick a dick in your holes. I'm sure that's so fucking hard to do. It sounds so complicated. Every time I have sex with a woman, wow, bro. I mean, they go from being a 300-pound lard ass to like 95 pounds the next day because they was working so hard, laying there and flopping like a fish, right? No, it's nothing. It's hardly a value. I don't think it is at all. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but if it is a value, it's hardly a value. But these sluts should get no attention, and they're praising it in the society. They're pushing it for the society. And the leaders, no matter who they're claiming they're attacking, the leak people having photos leaked to them, or all Trump's being attacked by whores he fucked. And it doesn't matter. They're benefiting from it. It's covering up, or it's bringing them back into it's covering up shit they just did the day before, like bomb Syria, or like with these has-been actors, it just brings them up into the limelight. And they're going to go nowhere, without this sort of shit. And they use it all the time to brainwash people. They put tits like Megyn Kelly on the news to brainwash people. Alex Jones brought in info bimbos to brainwash people. And let's get serious. I mean, I know y'all like tits, but you gotta never fucking let these tits control you. Never. You gotta use your brain. You gotta think past that. I know that shit gets hard, especially when you get like these fucking high end, like top of the food chain women trying to talk to you and stuff. You got to try to never. I mean, and if it's not one of those high-end, top of the food chain women, you're devaluing yourself if you fucking even start to think of her tits yet. Because clearly she's going to use that to her advantage real soon. It'd never show you fucking hand anyways, even if you are fucking thinking about her tits. I had a girl fucking all over me once. Fucking, literally, like, I think it was like the first night I met her, she was all up on me and shit, and like, I'm surprised she wasn't hugging me and kissing me, because she was pretty much hugging me and shit, and all excited, and I just like stared up and down her body, to see what was I about to get myself into, because I generally don't even like small chicks, or didn't, until I realized I had nothing in common with overweight people. They're just fucking lazy and doesn't fit my lifestyle. But point is she eventually she ran off after that, and I thought like she had ran off for other reasons, but she had told me at a later date, like, oh, it was rude of me to go up and down over her, but like I didn't know her, and it was okay for her to be all up on me. It's like, yeah, don't ever let them know your fucking intentions, but don't ever let them know you're thinking about tits or anything like that. But the thing is they all, not just the media, the women, like everyone, all these corporations use tits to distract you, use tits to sell shit. They have like a woman on like every TV show now, every sports commentary. It's like every newscast is like, what the hell do you have to offer men's football? You don't. Every time I see one of these, even Anna Kasparian, TYT, she has like nothing to offer fucking the show. She's just there to, she's a yes woman. She's just there to be like, yep, 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 yep. I mean, serious fucking, when they start showing these fucking tits and talking about these whores, just fucking ignore it. You gotta try to ignore it the best you can. You gotta realize that every time they do this, it's total distraction. If you want to see some hot tits, there's like a bunch of porn out there. Fucking, you can have your whole pick. You don't have to choose some second grade floozy on TV, some has-been fucking Playboy model, some has-been porn star, fucking, who's just being used as an actor in a propaganda role to brainwash people so you can go kill more people so eventually the world can kill you. What the fuck? Makes no sense. Get tits out of your fucking head when you're talking about serious subjects. And if the TV's on at all, if the news is on at all, and they start talking about tits, or they even start trying to just show you some sort of tit shit, get them to turn it the fuck off.